The pitfalls of survey research. As a qualitative researcher, I'm someone who goes into the field. I like to really hang out with people, talk to them, see them in their natural environment. And so you get so much information when you do that. But a survey, you're asking a yes, no question. It's just not a lot of detail.
There's not a lot of detail. There is no accounting for the person's mood at the time when they're completing the survey, how much time they had, how it was administered, who administered it, and we're not even getting to the questions, right? The questions that are asked. But and the volume of the questions, how they were posed, are they open-ended? I hate when there's like 3 answers and then there's like other, like how most of us should be clicking the other box and putting something in there. But if I don't have time, might click the thing that's closest. So if you want to get to the truth, you're definitely not going to get to the truth. I think if anything, it could provide kind of a preliminary look at something to see if there's a possibility it could warrant something, in more depth. But perhaps the study could be on how the pitfalls of survey research.
Yeah, there's the question of how do you find your participants, and so it depends on where you advertise this survey in the place of, and then also you don't ask a lot of people, you don't get feedback from a lot of people. I think it's around, if you interview 3,000 people, then that's perhaps considered representative of the entire United States, and so we see what a small fraction of the actual population you have to survey in order to have it appear representative.
How do you think the census is going to turn out this year?
Oh, I think the pandemic has really harmed the data collection with the census, as far as people going door to door, or even people just thinking about it, filling out the form. So it's a real issue, but it's so important because that's how people get counted and get funded.
It is so important, and that, as a sociologist, that concerns me, and I don't hear anybody talking about that. Some people just think it's like a count. No, it is an allocation. It is an infrastructural allocation based upon population size and growth and change. And, as far as the demographic survey information, I don't know how helpful and how accurate it is. I mean, the head count is really important to some degree, but as a sociologist, I'm sure you do pull up information that was derived from census data.
Yeah, it's definitely the foundational information that sociologists would go to. It's only collected once every 10 years also, so it's not a lot of information.
Beginning in 1790.
It's the dawn of our country, so it is really an important part of our society here.
It is. So I don't know, what's going to happen. As you all know,